Hey, it is Scott Beatty with Beatty Real Estate, and there's typically 3 reasons why a property doesn't sell, and I'm sure you already know these by now. It's just kind of a re-education, if you will. Number 1 is price. That son of a gun is not priced right, it's not gonna sell. I always use this analogy because I love junk food, but if you have a Snickers bar that is 99 cents, you have another one that's 99 cents, and you have another one that's 98 cents. Why would you, if you're selling your own Snickers bar, price it at $1.25? You're not Walt Disney. No one's gonna pay Disney World prices if they're not buying in something in Disney World. So listen to your realtor. Don't price a property based off of what you feel is a good price. Number 2 is the condition of the property. Now if that Snickers bar is 99 cents, you price it at 98 cents to match everything else. Now if you have an unopened wrapper and it's all melted because it was sitting next to your pocket, sitting inside your pocket, got the buy heat on it, no one's gonna buy that Snickers bar for 98 cents when they can buy a perfectly good Snickers bar for 98 cents. So you want to make sure the property's condition is matches the price for the most part. Those two are hand in hand. I can't make any even better analogy. No one wants to buy a shitty version of something when they can buy a better version of it the same price. And number 3 is marketing. That's typically where we come into play, and a lot of times this is why property does not sell. It is not marketed properly. Now every single agent does typically the exact same things. They put it on the MLS, which is the eBay for realtors for homes for the most part, and then they put a sign out, and then they just pray that something happens. If they're not marketing to other agents, 98% of all real estate transactions had a buyer's agent attached to it. So you want to make sure every single buyer's agent that has a buyer that is ready, willing, motivated, pre-qualified, knows about your property. You want to make sure that you're in front of those agents. You're going to make sure that you're doing some type of, the new thing nowadays is social media advertising. So if that agent, or if you're selling your own property, is not doing paid advertising, social media ads, target marketing specifically for somebody that's actually looking for a property just like yours, then you need to rethink what you're doing. What's another thing? Cold calling. Cold calling, people think that cold calling is dead. Some people think that cold calling is a nuisance on other people. However, we do multiple transactions a month, sometimes a week, from cold prospecting. Hey, this is Scott Beatty. Just to let you know, the property on 123 Main Street is up for sale. Do you know anybody who is looking to move into the area? Damn it, Scott. Doing that, direct mailers. We door knock and we send direct mailers to people who we think are in position to move up or move down, surrounding neighborhoods, neighbors. That neighborhood will go door knock, we'll direct mail, little flyers with your property on it. We do free social media marketing too. That means we're not actually paying for the ad boosting. We'll go into social media, Facebook groups that are in that area. Atlanta buy, seller, trade. Happened to find somebody who was moving from Arizona who was looking to buy like an oven or something in one of the Atlanta actual buy, sell, trade groups. They clicked on one of the ads that I had for a property, and then they became a client. They actually didn't buy that property, but they ended up buying something else. But there are people that are looking in those areas, in those type of groups for things that you might not even know could collaborate with each other. Whatever. What's another thing? What's another thing that we do? Networking at networking events. A lot of handshakes, kissing babies. Hey, how you doing? My name's Scott Beatty. Hey, Scott, do you have anything for sale right now? Yeah, we actually have a condo in Atlantic Station right now. Oh, really? We're thinking about having a second home in the city. Perfect. That's exactly what my last seller was doing. That's actually a true event that's happening right now. At a networking event, I sold a property based off of just introducing myself and letting them know what we had. So that was a $300,000 deal too. Pretty pumped about it. So just to go over this long babble, 3 reasons why a property doesn't sell. Price it to sell. Not price it to negotiate and then sell. Price it to sell. No one wants to bullshit anymore. No one wants to hassle. You're not at a flea market. You're not in some other country where that's part of the actual, that actual sales process. No one wants to negotiate. It's $300,000. They're not looking for a property that's supposed to be $250 and then going to negotiate down. So don't price it too high. And don't worry about pricing it too low. The market won't allow a property to sell for too low. So if, let's just say it's a $300,000 property and you price it at $250 and you're just like, oh, I'm just nervous about this because what if we can get more? Well, if somebody that's looking for a $300,000 property, their scope is probably $250 to $300,000. They see a $300,000 property priced because they know the market. Buyers are very educated on what's out there right now. So if they see a property that comes up at $250 that should be priced at $300, they're gonna jump. And where there's smoke, there's fire. There's not just one person looking for that exact same property. There's multiple people looking for that exact same property. So, it'll start a multiple offer bidding war type of situation where, the buyer's agent's educating the buyer on it. We're letting the people know, hey, we're marking it, we're pricing the property below what it's actually valued at because we're anticipating multiple offers. So 250 turns into 275, 275 turns into 280, 280 turns into 290, and then you'll probably end up going in between 290 and 300, sometimes even going above just because people get an emotional attachment. That's just a proven thing. When someone starts bidding on something, I'm one of them. When someone starts bidding on something, if they were one of the first people to bid on it, they bid multiple times, they have an emotional attachment that they have to win it, and they were planning to pay $300,000. So what's $305,000? Especially if it's going to be a financed out. If you're financing out, $5,000 extra dollars on a loan is nothing. It's dollars a month on that actual monthly payment. The second one's condition. Make sure that it's always show ready. If you have banged up carpet, don't expect it to get the same price as someone that's selling for $300,000 that has hardwood floors, baby. Carpet is old. No one wants carpet anymore, by the way. Don't have carpet. But don't think that your banged up carpet with dog pee stains on it is going to actually get $300,000 when this freshly shined hardwood floor is going to get it. Everybody likes hardwood floors. So make sure the condition's good. Condition matches the price. Don't price based off of how much you love the property, and the condition needs to actually match the price. Those are 1 and 2. And number 3, make sure if you have a property to sell, it's actually getting the proper marketing it truly deserves. Pitch right here. We give luxury service at all price points. You have a $30,000 property, we will do everything that we do for $1 million property. It doesn't take as much, as far as selling it wise. But we do everything the same amount. We plan on spending the same amount of dollars on each one of them, and it's usually a few $1,000s. So don't skimp out on marketing if you're doing it yourself. Professional photography, getting it out in front of as many people as possible, getting it in front of as many agents as possible, networking events, social media, target marketing, door knocking, cold calling, all that good stuff. Top 3 reasons why a property doesn't sell. Again, my name is Scott Beatty. I'm in the great state of Georgia. If you or anyone you know needs to make a buy, sell, or invest transaction regarding real estate, I am your best friend in real estate. Give me a call, 225-603-3837.